to my live chat. And I know you're watching this as a recording because there's no one on yet, but people are getting ready to come on. So I hope that you can join me in the future. I go live on Wednesdays, usually around 10:15 Wednesday morning Eastern time. Sometimes as early as 10 or as late as 10:30, but in general around 10:15. I like to make it about a 30-minute video, so we'll see today if it stays that length. I'm here to answer your questions about the plan that we work together, which is my version of the Flylady plan. And I'm here to give you inspiration, encouragement, etc. So I'm going to start saying hey to my folks who are coming on now. Hi, Candace. Good morning. She said, good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Lisa Iao was here, but she retracted her message. Rebecca Copeland, good morning, all. Hey, Rebecca, and hey, Lisa. Ernestine Friend, good morning from Kansas. Hey, Ernestine. Every time I think of Kansas, I remember the sunflower fields that we passed when we went through there years ago. Hey, Lita. Akita is here. Good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Good morning. Lisa said, hello. Nurse Babs is here. That's Megan. She said, good morning. So glad to catch you live. So happy to have you. Haven't seen you in a bit. Mr. B said, happy Wednesday, everyone. So here we are. It is the very end of August, the very end. So today we're going to talk about going through our wardrobes. Hi, Amanda. Good morning. Carol Dickens is here. Hello, friends. Stephanie Jackson is here. Good morning. It's my last Flylady Live before we go back to work and school. But you can watch the recording, huh? Okay, so today we're talking about our fall wardrobe. Now, I live in Florida. Some of you live in California, Southern California, Texas. You know, all these nice hot areas, even up into South Carolina, where the weather stays warm longer. So, what do I recommend? Do you want to just keep wearing your summer weight, summer colored clothes? That's certainly an option. I personally don't like to do that. I will opt to wear darker colors of lighter weight clothes. Hilda Santiago is here. Hello, Kat and Mr. B. Hi, Hilda. If I missed you, please let me know. Make sure you're in top live chat, not top chat. And I think I didn't miss anyone. I'm going back to look. No, I didn't miss anyone. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, first of all, when you go through your clothing, don't be like a teenager, okay? Don't not take care of your clothes. And this is a conversation I've had with not one, not two, but several of my clients recently about acting like a teenager about our clothes and even our bodies, not really taking good care of them. Hello, Sandra, Frosty Summer. Hi, beautiful Kat and lovely ladies. Lisa said, I've dropped 15 pounds this summer. Need to work on my wardrobe. And Katie said, good morning. And I said, good morning to Katie. Margaret Rose is here. Hi, everybody. Terry is here from West Palm Beach. Good morning, Kat, she said. Candace said, it's starting to feel like fall now in Southwest Washington. Yes, it is. Even though we're expecting a short heat starting tomorrow. And you know, that's the way it is. What is that called? Indian summer, you know, where you get those warm days when it really should be cool in your area. The first time I ever heard Indian summer, I actually lived in Northwest Alabama many, many years, like 47 years ago. And because we don't have Indian summer here, we just have heat. And then we get a little cool late, and then we get a little colder, and then we get a little more cool, and then eventually we're back to heat. So everybody's different, you know, and you have to deal with your own climate. It's starting to, okay, that was Candace. Micah said, good morning. Good morning, Micah. Hello. Lindsay said, good morning. And Christy Stinson said, good morning. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Christy. Hi, Micah. Okay, so where I live, if you live in a warmer area, my suggestion is go through your clothes and pick out your short sleeve shirts that are maybe cotton or lightweight, that are darker colors, navy blue, the pretty purples, darker, even fuchsia. You know, you can wear whatever color you like, hunter green. It depends on what you like. Some people look really pretty in the taupes and the beiges. depends on your color palette, what you need. But you know what you like to wear in the fall as far as color goes. Make the colors work for the clothing weights that you need. So in Florida, what I will have is short sleeve shirts, 3/4 length sleeve shirts that are thinner, really thin long pants, jeans for, those times when you're going to an air conditioned place and you want to wear jeans. Like I like to wear jeans when I'm going to a sports bar to watch football or whatever. And not that we do that too much anymore, but it's what I like to do. So, and I also have my sports clothing, my Alabama shirts, but they're not heavy. I do have some heavier things for when it is cold, like sweatshirts and things, but not now. That's not the time for it. Now, you may live in a place where sweatshirt is just early fall normal for you, and that's okay. So right now, what you want to do is go look in your closet, pick out anything that's current, that's for the current weather, that you can wear, that might be more appropriate because of the color for the fall instead of the bright, vibrant colors. And, I'm not saying that's wrong. You can certainly wear those if you want to. This is my choice. So I like the more muted colors, the more fallish colors, even the navy blues and the blacks. Those are things that I would wear in the fall. And then I would have a second flush of fall clothes that would be the heavier versions, the longer sleeves, the thicker cloth. And maybe I might even move those out, and I probably will once I move out these summer weight clothes, the super lightweight, light color clothes. I'm wearing this with a pair of little beige shorts right now because it's hot and it's summertime, it's August. Fall is not official until like the third week of September. But the need for change is great. And so if you want to in September, when it becomes September or after Labor Day, that used to be the old rule in the South, you don't wear white after Labor Day, and that's not necessarily so now. I like a winter white, but it mainly had to do with white accessories, shoes and belts and purses and things. So in September, it's still hot. Just like Terry said in South Florida, it's all the way till November before it's even beginning to be light fall for them. And for us, it's probably the same, but I want to wear the fallish color, so that's what I'll do. Now but it doesn't matter. You go through your wardrobe and you pick out the things that'll be more appropriate for the weather we have now, because it's likely to come and go for a little bit, the warmer weather. Even if you're having cold right now and you're going to have a little bit more warm, pick some things that look fallish, that you'll feel cute in, drinking your little pumpkin latte, but they're not heavyweight. And then have your regular things that you're going to need for that season. So for me, mine will all be lightweight. And then in December, I can move in the heavier weight fall clothes. And the third week of December is officially winter. So almost December is like winter. So I'm going to go more to wintry colors then. And that would be my winter clothing. So I'd have the wintry colored fall clothes, things that could still go for winter, that are lighter fall. And then I would have the heavier clothes that are still fall weight for most of you, but in the South, we think of that as warm. And my little booties and things like that. So that will be happening. So I want you to be thoughtful. Now, remember I talked about being a teenager and just not taking care of yourself and your clothes. I'm not saying that you're not doing things like going to the doctor or whatever, but maybe you're not taking your makeup off at night. That would be something a teenager would do. Sleeping in your mascara. That would be something a teenager might do. Not all of them, but some of them. Most of them. Me when I was a teenager. So remember to do your routines, your rituals, which would be to remove your makeup at the end of the day and clean your skin and moisturize it. But that goes a little further because we're also going to make sure we eat well for our bodies. We want to try to eat as many whole foods as we can. We want to stay away from super processed foods. They are just so bad for your health because your health is important. And as you get older, you need to be more and more aware of that. And then we want to take care of our things, the things we put on our body. This is only our second year in Washington after 60 years in Southern California, so I'm still getting used to having real seasons. How beautiful, Candace. I'm a little jelly. Okay, so let's take care of our clothes, our shoes, our purses, our belts. Let's take care of them. That means that after we wear a shirt, and I'm going to just use this as an example. This is a little lightweight summer shirt. If I take this off at the end of the day and there's no drips of food on it and the pits still smell good, then I can hang this back up, right? I probably won't do that more than once. And after 2 wearings, I will put this in the wash. That's what I choose to do to take good care of my clothes. The same with my pants. Just smell the crotch. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Smell them. Do they smell good? Good. You can wear them again. If they don't smell good, put them in the dirty clothes. Okay? So that's taking care of your clothes, not just slinging them on the floor, not throwing them in the bed on the bed, not putting them over a chair, taking them the 1 or 2 steps further and dropping them in the laundry basket or whatever you have in your bedroom or your closet or wherever you keep your hamper handy in your sleeping area. Okay. Stephanie said, I give the older child's clothes that survive to the younger, and then they go to my nephew. Micah said, Stephanie, depends on child's ages. My older kids get involved and have less clothes than the little ones that may have accidents, and they don't get a say if they're too little. Right. Okay. I just tried to give all the kids' clothes away. That's what Rhonda had said. Okay, and Stephanie said, are there any tips for going through kids' clothes? How many of each item do you try to keep? Yeah, again, I agree with Micah. That really depends on the child's age, what the child does for activities, the child's sex, you know, how rough and tumble they are or how more demure they are, boy or girl. Because there are rough and tumble girls, you know, they're just hard on their clothes. 10, 12, and 10. So that's Stephanie's children's age. So you need to go through their clothes and figure out what is going to make it so that it's streamlined, so that when you open up their underwear drawer, there are not a million pairs of socks and underwear in there. So when you wash the week's load of 7 pairs of socks and 7 underpants, there's a place to put them back in the drawer. My suggestion would be for a 10 and 12-year-old that maybe if they wear socks every day, they have 10 pair. If they wear underwear every day, they have about 10 pair. That way, the week's worth is there, plus you have a couple of backups. So if you lose a sock or you didn't get to wash the laundry, they still have a couple of pair to take them through. And I kind of do that whole thing with everything they own in the drawers and in the closet as well. But for you, I want you to do the similar thing so that when you have clean pajamas, you can put them in your drawer or gowns or whatever. When you have clean bras and clean underwear, clean socks, whatever, they go in those drawers easily. That makes life so much nicer. When you go to the closet to hang up your top, I hang this up. It's just a little top. I could totally fold it, but why? I want to hang it up so I can see it. So I'm going to hang this up. I want to be able to hang it so I can see it when I step back. I don't want it to be all smashed in there with things that I'm not wearing. So go in your closet and first determine if you're not wearing it. I don't care what season it is. If you don't wear it, and the reason you still have it in there is because, oh, it's so cute and it looks so cute on me when I was littler. When I was younger, I wore that and it made me feel so good. That was super expensive. I know I never wore it, or I only wore it 2 times. I only wore it that one occasion, but it was so expensive. I just hate to get rid of it. Those are not good reasons for keeping clothes. That money was spent a long time ago. Make better choices in the future. Give that away so that somebody else will have it. I rock. That's what Rhonda said. Thank you. She said, you rock, Miss Kat. I also need to change shoes and purses. Christina said, yeah. So we're going to go in our closet and we're going to take out everything we don't wear. And we're going to say, I don't wear this. You know, this was perfect for this summer, but I never wore it. Maybe I never wore it because I never knew it was in there. That's a legit reason to keep it. If you love it, if it's like this little top, it's super comfortable. It goes with 2 or 3 different things. I like to say at least 3 things that it goes with. Then you can keep it if you're going to have room. You have to have room. and it's comfortable. It might be that you didn't wear it because you forgot that tag is just driving you crazy and you need to remove the tag. You know, some of us don't want to remove the tags. Oh, that's a prestigious tag. I don't want to leave that, take that out. Why? Nobody's looking at your tags. You know if it's a nice shirt or not. And it doesn't matter if you spent a lot of money on it or not, or if it's nice or some company you never heard of. If you like it and you're taking good care of it, it should last you a while. Granted, the things that are more expensive come from more reputable companies, tend to last many, many years, where something else would be more trendy and wouldn't last you but maybe a couple of years. But still, a couple of good years. So try not to buy so many trendy things, but buy more classic things. This is not trendy, not classic, just kind of in the middle, you know, just a little cute shirt. So make sure that you're going through your clothes and you're getting rid of the things that don't suit you anymore. Because if it looked really good on you when you were thin and you're planning on being thin again, I can guarantee you about 99.9% of the time when you put it on, when you reach that weight, if you do reach that weight, it is not going to look right. Your body has changed. The styles have changed. You didn't notice that the sleeves were like that. You forgot that the darts were like that. You forgot that the belt was like that. You forgot that there were pleats there. Things you do or don't like are missing or are too many of them. It's best to give them away and just go with your simple clothes that you have that you carry forward, okay? Now I'm gonna open this up for questions, comments, and concerns, but this goes for shoes, belts, purses. If you're not using them, why are you not using them? And how nice will it be to walk into your closet and say, these are my short sleeve blouses, these are my 3/4 length blouses, these are my long sleeve blouses, my dress blouses, these are my dress slacks, these are my casual slacks, these are my capris, whatever it is you have. And it's easy to see that so that you can say, oh, I'm gonna wear this with my beige shorts, which I happen to hang my shorts up because I don't have but 3 pair of shorts and I don't care. I want to hang them in there so I can see them. The rest of my pants in the summer are more capris, but I'm 71. That might not suit you. It totally suits me. But I like hanging them so I can see. This also goes with white. This also goes with some green pants that I have. So it goes with jeans. So it goes with several things, and that's why I like it. It's very comfortable. It's, you know, this shirt I actually did keep because I had gained some weight and it showed my rolls. Now my rolls don't show too much in this, so I enjoy wearing it again. But it wasn't something that was 3 sizes smaller that I was trying to get into. I'll just say that about clothes. If you are on the verge of being into them, certainly keep them. You might want to pack them away. Okay, I'm open for questions on clothes. So let's see. Is there a laundry detergent you recommend for delicates and dark colors, or washing on cold in the delicate cycle most important? Katie, what I do is I wash my darks in cooler water. It's not cold, it's cooler. I use all that has nothing in it because Mr. B has contact dermatitis. He has sensitive skin to fragrance. So I just use plain old all, I put it in there. And for my rinse, I like the Downy odor remover. I like the Cool Cotton because it takes any odors. It's not a softener, but it makes my clothes smell nice, but it doesn't bother Mr. B. So that's what I use. This color right here, I'm using pretty hot water, not scalding hot, but hot for my whites, warm hot. I use cool warm for darks and warm hot for colds. I notice that the things that are less expensive will fade. The more nice things I have, they will not fade. The other thing is I don't dry them to death. I dry them until they're just dry. When they're just dry, I take them out. If something in there is still damp, I have 4 or 5 dryer balls. I put them back in with my dryer balls and they can go for 15 minutes while I'm folding clothes and putting things away, and then I go back and get that last 1 or 2 things. Like sometimes they'll have a thicker waistband that stays damp. You don't want to put anything that's damp away because it can sour. So if you've ever gotten out a pair of pajamas and you think something smells weird, and then you notice, you smell the waistband, that's where it was damp, it'll be sour. So make sure things are dry, thoroughly dry, but not dried to death. We're not frying them in the dryer, okay? That's my suggestion. I don't really use delicate, but I don't have really delicate clothes. This would be probably, this is a nice blouse. This is from White House Black Market. Yeah, White House Black Market. So it's not an inexpensive shirt, but it's a super thin, little stretchy kind of material. But I wash this on with my whites, with my light colors. So I wash it on medium warm, medium hot. It's like that one step before the hottest. That's how I wash it. And I take it out when it's just dry. I shake it out. I put it over the back of a chair. That's what I do with my blouses. When they come out, and my slacks, I shake them out, put them over the back of another chair. Then I go get my hangers and I hang everything up. In the meantime, any like underpants, bras, socks, those are going to get folded. And I do this right at my kitchen island. And then I go take those things and put them away. And I have room for it. Okay? All right. Let's see. Ooh, good questions coming in. Okay. And Mr. B put the mentorship video link up for you guys. So if you want to be mentored, I've got lots of good spots available on Wednesdays right now, today. Got lots of good spots I just noticed today. So if you really want to be mentored by me, we can talk about anything you need help with to make your life better as far as housekeeping, childcare, working schedules, budget. I can help you with any of that. You don't have to sign up for a special thing. Just don't sign up for anything. Come in at $5 and send me a personal note with your phone number. I'll call you and we'll decide what's best for you. You make the final decision, not me. Okay. Christina said, I'm going to start turning hangers backwards so I can see what I don't wear. Very good idea, Christina. And I think I mentioned that before. And I'm glad that you know that tip. Stephanie said, any tips for working moms? I try to put a load in as soon as I get home, wondering what others do because I tend to get behind when I'm working. Well, I'll tell you, Stephanie, what I would recommend for you is to do a load every day when you get home because it doesn't take a lot of energy. You put your load in, it's washing on its own. You're not scrubbing it on a rock. It's doing its thing while you're making dinner or you're playing with the children or whatever. And then when you hear it, if you don't have that, make sure you set a timer. Then go in there and take it out and put it in the dryer while you're eating dinner or you're cleaning up with the children or whatever. That's drying. When you hear it go, you got to go get it right now. You have to stop. So my dryer takes a while to dry my clothes. And I don't do gigantic loads. And I wouldn't recommend anyone, I don't care how big your capacity is in your washer dryer, don't do giant loads. Do medium loads. Medium, large. Don't do large and huge. Those are miserable to fold, okay? So you want it to be manageable. And so if you did that and you dried those clothes and then you took them and shook them out, put the things that need to be hung up over the backs of chairs, separating the shirts from the pants. I separate my clothes from my children's clothes, or I did. I separate my clothes from my husband's clothes because I want to do different things with mine. Maybe I want to put a little Downy in these, and he doesn't do Downy. So he doesn't even like the kind that doesn't have fragrance. So I don't mix ours. But I do my towels all together. I have dark towels, so I wash them by themselves. My lighter towels and kitchen towels are lighter. I wash them by themselves. In there, I might also put my aprons. And then, because I do wear aprons. And then, so it's towels, dark and light, lights, which would be my underwear, my bras, these blouses, things that are lighter colors. That goes in a load for me. And then my darks, which would be dark underwear, dark bras, dark slacks, dark shorts, dark like navy. You see me wear a little white polka dotted navy blouse. That goes in my darks. That little black and white striped one, that goes in my darks. I put those in darks, and those get washed on cooler. Not cold, just cooler. And so if you had children, you would wash their clothes separate so that when you're going and you're shaking them out, you can separate, this is John's and this is Josh's, right? And you can separate them. And then it's so much easier when you get ready to fold them and give them to the children or hang them up. If your child is 9 or older, I highly suggest they learn to wash their own clothes and do their own clothes. Give them a day and then oversee, but don't smother. They're not dumb. At 9 years old, they know what to do. Don't smother, don't hover. Tell them how, oversee the first time. It's kind of like teaching somebody to drive. Remember when you were learning to drive and how nervous you were because someone was sitting next to you and you didn't know what you were doing and it was embarrassing and you were miserable. And then when you finally could drive, you were so relieved when you didn't have to have another adult in the car with you because now you could relax and drive because you knew the rules of the road. Well, that's the way it feels when you're smothering. You're just constantly there with them, making them nervous. They know what to do. If they don't, go back and show them again. How long did it take you to learn how to do clothes? Okay? All right. Let's see what else we've got. We've got about 5 minutes left. So anyway, Stephanie, that's what I recommend. That way you'll get 5 loads done during the week. And then on the weekend, you can do several loads. And the way I recommend you do it is you just do them back to back to back to back. So if you're going to be home doing your weekly home blessing hour in your zone, you can hear when it buzzes. You put the next load in the washer, this first load in the dryer. When it buzzes, you take care of the dryer, clothing, hang them up, put them away. Just stop what you're doing. It doesn't take long. Next load goes in the dryer, next load goes in the washer, and it's just a little cycle that keeps happening. But you're not spending a long time folding clothes or putting clothes away because you're not doing humongous loads, okay? All right, let me read the rest of these questions. Marie Bone. Good morning, Maria Bone. Hi, Maria. That's a pretty name. Good morning, Kat. 7:35 here in Los Angeles, having morning coffee while listening. Happy I caught you. I'm so glad that you're having your coffee with us, Maria. Tony Rose, great to see you all here on Wednesdays. Yay. Candace, being retired, I have very casual clothes, jeans and slacks and polo shirts and tennis shoes. It's almost like a uniform for me. In the fall and the winter, I add a pullover sweater. It makes it very easy to manage. Very good. I love it. I'm casual too because I'm at home, but I do have some nicer things too. Share if you care to, Rhonda said. Just Rhonda, kisses and hugs. Micah, consistency is key. Even my 4-year-old helps with laundry. He sorts by color, loads the washer, and presses the buttons. That's awesome, Micah, but you know what? You have been training up your children for a while. You've been following me a while. We mentored together. I mentored you, and you've just really determined that your children are going to be great kids, and I'm very proud of you. But don't think because your 4-year-old can't do laundry that he or she is not a great kid, okay? All right, Stephanie, thanks. I'll have to figure out what to do on days when we have to run, when we have run club or races after school. Maybe have to do 2 loads some days or on some on the weekend. That's right. But remember, they just sort of wash themselves, dry themselves. Your only activity is loading, changing, and then hanging them up and putting them away, okay? The kids have been helping me more with laundry. That makes it easier. Yes, Stephanie. And Micah said it's all about consistency at any age. Absolutely. Like sleep training, for example. That's about consistency, and not giving mixed messages, right? Okay, kids, we've got about a minute left. Any last minute questions on taking care of yourself or your clothes and trying not to be a teenager where you just drop it on the floor and you don't shut your drawers and you don't dust your furniture off and you scratch it up because you don't really care. And you know what what happens? Because we do have a developed frontal lobe, it bothers us because we see the consequences. But because of the habit, we don't realize why we have these consequences. And I'll tell you why. It's because you are not taking care of your clothes and yourself. Okay, so rituals are important. Sleep is part of that. Laundry is part of that. Decluttering is part of that, so you have places to put things. Be really, really mindful. And I think you'll start enjoying taking care of yourself and your clothes. Make sure you enjoy this upcoming holiday, new season. But before you do, please savor this last little bit of summer, because in the winter, everybody gripes about being cold and they can't wait till it's summer again. And at the end of summer, everybody's griping about how hot it is and they can't wait till it's fall or they can't wait till it's winter. So always be in the present moment. And always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful. Bye, ladies.